Well, let's get right to it.
You're
And
dead in
we've
there.
got Aldrich again watching this one. So we got a big Gigantamax D-Max Kyogre coming right off the bat here for, I'm guessing, Aldrich. Looks like it.
Yep.
And on the other side, looks like a Landorus Thunderous lead. Raichu as the support on Aldrich's side. Fake out coming in to the Tornadus.
Yep, yeah,
And
Papa Shuckle.
that is going to be take all the Raichu all the way down to a Focus Sash here. Was that an Earthquake?
Yeah, that was an earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
And then a big Max Geyser coming from Kyogre into the Landorus slot to finish out the turn here. Very, very interesting. And of course, this is against this is Aldrich on the side with the Kyogre and Raichu, and Logan on the side with the double genies.
Yeah. So right now, Logan's a bit behind just because of that fake out Max Geyser. Because that just essentially made it so that they don't get Tailwind anymore.
Right.
Wait. Did they actually? Oh wait, no, never mind. They went for the other genie. Okay, my bad.
Right. And this
Okay.
match is a critical match. I mean, this is you know, a big standing here. You're down to only 12 people in the tournament. Top 8 is the next bracket. You know, it's critical. Whoever wins this is the one that are going on. Looks like Tornadus going for Leer. Very interesting.
Hits
We
both
see
Pokemon?
hits both Pokemon. I didn't know Leer hits both sides.
And I guess the Behemoth Blade from that range.
Behemoth Blade.
Okay.
And that is going to go right into the Kyogre. And that, oh, just barely hangs on. And we see Raichu coming in with the Nuzzle on Tornadus. Gonna do just a very little bit of damage, but paralysis nonetheless. And Max Geyser coming off of the Kyogre here is gonna go into the Zacian and clean up.
Shot.
Oh,
God.
What a play. You know Aldrich has got to be proud of that one.
Yeah, dude, Aldrich just got away with murder on that one.
100%.
Like, because freaking Logan must have been keeping that Leer in his back pocket for the entire tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't seen that Leer at least one. I haven't seen a prankster Tornadus with Leer, but that's fair enough. I don't know if we've seen Logan in this tournament yet. Tornadus coming in with a Tailwind on Logan's side. And of course, you've got Kyogre on that side as well. Water Spout, not even going to go for the Dynamax. Why bother when you can knock out both sides with one Water Spout here?
Yeah, that was a big swing right back.
Yeah.
Because now they can just now Logan's back in the front seat with their Tornogre set up right in front. Aldrich has got to have to do some plays right here to get back in there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Grimmsnarl coming in on side and Zacian as well. A fair setup here. You can easily set up some screens. And looks like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You've only got 2 Mons on each side. You think Aldrich can still pull this off?
Tornadus does have a paralysis, which is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
That means that the what is it called? The geez, come on. Hurricane's gonna be shoddy.
Yeah.
I would say. Kyogre is gonna be probably an issue as well. Is that Big Ogre? That's Big Ogre.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna do loads of damage and eat up a bunch of hits too.
So, yeah. The having the Dynamax advantage here on Logan's side is really, really going to help out. Grimmsnarl coming in with a scary face to make sure that that's not the first one attacking. It just all depends now. Zacian getting off a substitute. This could be critical here.
Yes, because that can waste away all Logan's Dynamax.
Tornadus getting off the Hurricane on Grimmsnarl. And Kyogre with the Max Geyser into Zacian, but just taking out the substitute instead.
Yeah, that was a very good play by Aldrich.
Yeah,
I think that his next best play is just keep on making it so that Zacian doesn't need to worry about this Big Ogre.
100%. And looks like we're gonna go for a Protect right here, which again it can still get hit with that Max Geyser with the Protect here. I don't know if it still is enough to keep it in here, but we'll see. Grimmsnarl coming with the Light Screen. That will help. That will help a lot. Tornadus is paralyzed. Um, Max Geyser coming in from the Kyogre into the Zacian slot, and that light screen really putting in a lot of work here.
All right, that's number 2. Okay, so one more turn, and that means that Aldrich has successfully stalled out that Kyogre's Dynamax.
And that's pretty impressive, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, quite.
It takes a lot to really come back in this position when they've got a full Dynamax. But if you know what you're doing, you can just make the right plays, hit the right substitutes, do whatever you need to. And it looks like Behemoth Blade coming out for Zacian, and that's going to go into Tornadus' slot.
Okay, that's X14.
That just leaves down to Kyogre and Max Geyser from Kyogre going right into that Zacian, and it still stays in there with the light screen. You can see Aldrich absolutely celebrating that one. That really puts things into perspective. Spirit Break coming in for this Kyogre, even further reducing its special attack. Tailwind on the other side, it looks like you're there. It doesn't even matter. The Scary Face on Kyogre is ensuring that it is attacking very last.
Yeah,
And now you're in a really great spot right here.
Yeah, the MVP of this battle has definitely gone to Grimmsnarl. It definitely deserved it.
Oh yeah.
Made it so that it doesn't Zacian doesn't really have to worry about much, especially with that Scary Face, a move that you don't really see that much on Grimmsnarls anymore, but it's still very useful.
I think it's an incredibly useful move. I mean, honestly, it's a bit more predictable than Thunderwave because you can still stasis them on afterwards, right? You can still put them to sleep, you can still burn them, you can still do whatever you need to.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's preferable even over Thunderwave. You see it typically with Grimmsnarl, it's always running Spirit Break and Screens, and then one extra move on top of it. I think that Scary Face really came in clutch here. The light screen allowed Zacian to put in work, and yeah, I think that was a really critical for Aldrich. I was 100% thinking that it was not going to be in a safe position to take out the Tornadus with that Behemoth Blade, but 100% it was once that light screen was up.
That Grimmsnarl definitely fished out the Zacian of a bad position.
Back with round 2 here. Aldrich looks like he is also returning back to the screen here.
He descends upon his next prey.
Descends upon the next prey. Yeah. Looking a lot brighter than it is where Aldrich is at than here. It's pretty dark outside for me. But yeah, both of these, I think we've got Soggy Dog on both sides here. So again, this I think is the big one that I feel like Soggy Dog is probably going to be the most predominant meta that we see, or the least core that we see for Series 12.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if they're going to bring you that Lele. I saw that. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
and look right there, right off the bat, you called it. Tapu Lele and Kyogre coming out for Logan, and it looks like Aldrich coming in with, again, that Raichu and Kyogre. So
yeah, Logan's looking pretty mad about that fake out into Geyser last game.
Right.
This Lele should put the kibosh on that deal.
100%. No priority moves here. But yeah, very interesting. Kyogre's on both sides. Which Kyogre is going to get off first? I mean, a lot of times it's not uncommon to see Kyogres running Thunder so that they can take out another Kyogre. So it just depends on who gets it off first, and if they decide to max. I guess the fake out is blocked with the terrain now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we could see Nuzzle going into Kyogre.
That's true.
We can see freaking anything here. Raichu has such a wide range of moves that it can use to its disposal. It doesn't really need a move that actually does damage, really. Nuzzle can break sashes and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't even need Thunderbolt. You can just just fake out and Volt Switch. I mean, Volt Switch is a move that does damage, but it has a lot of support moves. A lot of them. Can absolutely eat up anything that Regieleki can just that can dish out.
100%.
I would say that Raichu's a sleeper hit.
Yeah, 100%. We got Dazzling Gleam coming out of Tapu Lele. That's going to take Raichu down to a little bit below 50% here. Nuzzle coming off into the Kyogre. Um, doing, again, super effective damage and the paralysis, which is going to be really, really critical here in this Kyogre versus Kyogre matchup. Max Geyser coming off of that Kyogre into the Tapu Lele slot, and it is enough to take it out. Do not mess with Max Kyogre in the rain. Oof. Kyogre coming in for the Scald on Raichu, and that will finish that Raichu off. But that Raichu really did put in the work that it needs to.
Yeah, I mean, it got its nozzle off. It did its job.
100%.
Like, what is it? I mean, Tapu Lele's terrain was already up, and it made the best out of the bad situation.
100%. Regieleki coming in on Logan's side, right next to that Kyogre, and Zacian completing the Soggy Dog combo over here for Aldrich. Now, we've both got 3 Mons on each side here, but you've got a paralysis on the Kyogre. What do you think this is looking like for Aldrich?
All right. So they don't really have that much speed control right now. They do have Thunder Wave and everything, but that Kyogre is still at paralysis, which is effectively -2.
Right.
That was a very good play to get rid of Raichu turn 1, because now Regieleki can run Rough Shot.
Yep. 100%. And looks like we've got a Max coming here. And that's going to be, I think, on Logan's side with Regieleki coming here. I've told you once, I've told you twice, Regieleki can Max, and it can do a hell of a whole lot against this Kyogre on the other side here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a Max Lightning coming out of that Regieleki right of that Kyogre slot. That will take it all the way out. And no more Max Geyser shenanigans from Aldrich.
Oh my
Aldrich, definitely not excited to see that.
Kyogre didn't even stand a chance.
Not even a chance. It's that base 200 speed. I mean, it's incredible.
Okay, it's Life Orb. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Life Orb, yep. And
Oh,
then
my
Behemoth
Lord.
Blade
Something?
coming into, looks like the Regieleki. Good call there. That does not take it out, unfortunately. Kyogre is paralyzed and doesn't move, which really, really is doing a lot to help out Aldrich here.
There's still some fight in this Zacian yet.
And remember, we know that this Grimmsnarl is carrying Light Screen, so and Scary Face, which could be very, very critical here to get that Regieleki in a spot where it's not. I mean, Light Screens, although really helps out both sides, right? It makes sure that that Kyogre is not a threat as well.
Yeah. Right now, I think that Aldrich can just gamble for the Water Spout damage, and then let's take care of the what is it called, Kyogre later.
And that looks like exactly what he's doing, going in with the Scary Face on Grimmsnarl, Sacred Sword onto Regieleki, which will take it out. And let's see what Kyogre is able to do.
Yeah, because it could get paralyzed again. That paralysis did a lot of work for him.
Yeah.
All right, Scald.
Scald coming into Zacian, and that did a lot of damage as well. Again, Kyogre in the rain, nothing to laugh at. Zacian coming in on the other side. And loving that Intrepid Sword bonus. But yeah, I mean, again, Zacian's in a great position here to do some absolute cleanup. The opposing Zacian, which you know is going to speed tie at minimum. Well, no, you don't know, because Scary Face could be really, really critical here in ensuring that your Zacian's the first one to hit. But then you got to make sure that you can get through that Kyogre.
Yeah, right now I think that Aldrich is in a kind of a pinched off position, where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You'd have to rely off of Kyogre doing full paralysis and one-shotting the Zacian with your Behemoth Blade.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it looks like the Behemoth Blade is going into a Zacian. That's the wrong Zacian. All right. Well.
Oh no. Okay.
That looks like this is gonna go to what, round 3? The Zacian, Aldrich won the first one, right?
Yeah, I think this is round 3.
Yeah. So looks like this might be going to a round 3. Scald coming in to
what is it called? The Water Spout out of that Kyogre yet?
Right. And it's only hit with Scald. Maybe it's even scarfed. We don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Because
Um,
it's been very different. That like if it had water spout, that Zacian would have been done.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Um, but yeah, I mean, incredible match too here. Going into round three, what can you expect? Both two soggy dog teams here, and both really playing impressively. Any, what do you think about this up smash?
I mean, honestly, Logan decided to take out that that Raichu turn one, and that did loads of help for him.
Yeah,
Because that means that Regieleki can come in, zap everything known to man, even the Max Kyogre from like literally nowhere. It was at full and it insta died. That
yeah,
was a very good play.
very good play. Very impressed. And honestly, excited to see what we've got for round three. Whenever they're ready, we'll go right on over there. But yeah, this the tournament's really shaken up. I think a couple of matches have already finished up here, and it looks like, uh, yeah, there's a couple that have wrapped up, but several of them still ongoing. Um, yeah, Soggy Dog's really been a favorite combo that we've seen lately in this tournament. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely have a something to watch out for Swordfish Soggy Dog.
Swordfish,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I like
um,
Swordfish better.
yeah, like Swordfish. It's such a funny name.
That's clever. That's clever.
But I do think that like Regieleki is your ticket out of
Yeah,
Swordfish. Looks like
interesting.
that Aldrich recognizes that, and that's why he's got the Raichu.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. But Raichu in this circumstance could really be a powerful switch in. Like if you could lead with something else that could kind of get things started, I think that Aldrich would really have the advantage here. But honestly, Aldrich is a lot better player than I am. So whatever he thinks, I think is probably going to be the best bet.
I mean, honestly, yeah, Raichu is a very good Pokemon. Really, like I said, a sleeper Pokemon that I just didn't expect. When I decided to cast this thing, really.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it can just eat up a lot of stuff. If Kyogre has Thunder, no, it doesn't. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And just eats up Regieleki's, and it also has Fake Out, another really useful tool. Paralysis, very useful. Like a lot of stuff that it does is just extremely useful.
Oh yeah. Yep, it's a great support. I mean, it's not one that is going to sit there and get KO after KO. Now, if you stack a whole bunch of lightning rods on top of it, it can start doing that. But it can definitely pick off some things, get some chip damage, get some fake outs in there, get some nuzzles off. It's one of the mons that I really want to experiment with more for sure. So hopefully, maybe we can do so in the future.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right, so we are in game three.
Drastically different
uh,
setup right now. We see a Maxi stream directly into Lele.
Yes, we do. And Dragapult is the max on Aldrich's side. And Kyogre gonna hit that water spout, but it's gonna go into the protected Zacian. And it will finish off the Dragapult. So definitely not something you want to see on Aldrich's side. And he does not look too happy about that.
Kyogre is completely nutty. Oh my god.
Completely nutty. And at this point, I would suspect that they haven't Dynamax, so now you really have an advantage. Yeah, it was okay. So yeah, so with Logan still having a Dynamax advantage here, this is a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, that you're completely correct here. Another turn one, losing your Dynamax, never a thing that you ever want to get into.
Nope, 100%. Looks like we're gonna see the Behemoth Blade going into the Kyogre, and it is not Dynamax, so it's gonna take that pretty well, about down to just below 50% health. Moonlight gonna come in from the Tapu Lele into Raichu, doing a pretty good chunk of damage, but not very much. Nuzzle going off from the Raichu into the Kyogre, giving that paralysis, which is going to be very critical to make sure that uh, there's no speed ties or anything that really is anything to be concerned about. Anyways, what do you think about that turn?
Another good turn for Aldrich right there. That
100%.
nuzzle paralysis, like that full nuzzle paralysis, did him wonders. He can
Yeah.
he can probably get away with the game if he plays right.
And then we see the
Yes,
Behemoth
that one
Blade
too.
coming off into Tapu Lele. That's going to take Tapu Lele all the way out. Kyogre with the paralysis still attacking last. And looks like we're going to see Eerie Impulse coming off of
Eerie Impulse.
Raichu into Kyogre here. Really just neutralizing any bit of damage that Kyogre could be doing. Water Spout.
Especially
Very
water
interesting to
spout.
see a water spout this late in the game here, but I guess if that's your only spread move and you want to make sure that Raichu goes down, well, Raichu is down. So again, still a Dynamax advantage on Logan's side. Definitely don't like losing Tapu Lele, and I mean you can pretty much count Kyogre out at this point.
Yeah, right now Kyogre is so defanged right now.
Yeah,
Best I can do is just take hits. So just if you just completely ignore it, you could probably just hammer in.
but now you have a Regieleki on Logan's side, and there's no excuse really not to Dynamax it in this situation, especially with that big Zacian sitting over there, looking at, I think it's still at full health. So Regieleki going for the Protect, and that is going to allow the Behemoth Blade to go into the Protect, completely blocking that. Kyogre going for, again, a Water Spout. This is Aldrich's Kyogre going for the Water Spout, which does take out the Kyogre. I mean, look, that just sheer damage, even if it's resisted with it in the rain and with it full health, 150 damage from, essentially the water deity of the Pokemon universe.
Yeah, I don't think
It
that was
takes,
a
it
good.
does a lot.
I don't think that was a good turn for Aldrich, even though it did kill something.
Yeah.
Basically, that protect was giving them the Kyogre. They just didn't want to deal with it anymore. It's like it's -2 paralyzed. It's nothing anymore. Like
Yeah.
against these two bonds. So they decided to protect, have the Kyogre throw it out, and then
Yeah.
now they get the Zacian in. Zacian with their Regieleki has a lot higher chance to win.
Yeah, this if I was on one side of the field here, I would definitely want to be on the side that has the Regieleki right now. You could easily nullify any speed ties with any Electrowebs, or you could do what you're doing right here and make sure to get your max in and just absolutely wreck house with Life Orb. Regieleki is just insanely powerful.
Yeah, this Regieleki has shown that it knows how to murder someone and is not afraid to do it again.
100%. And we see Zacian coming in with Behemoth Blade onto what's likely going to be the Regieleki, and that does not take it out. And we've seen this Regieleki is pretty bulky. Max Airstream going on to the Kyogre to give it just a bigger speed boost so that it makes sure that its Zacian is outspeeding the other Zacian. And Regieleki, of course, getting some HP chiseled there. Interesting to see that there was not a max lightning there.
Yeah,
Play
I was
rough.
gonna say, surprised that that it actually has bounced Regieleki.
Well, I guess here's your bet though. You want to make sure that your Zacian on the other side is now faster for the next turn, and you kind of even don't even care if Regieleki dies here. You just want to make sure you get off some damage, especially if you're doubling into Regieleki. Oh yeah, see, Aldrich is not going to give up right here
Yeah.
because that's the other Zacian's already got the speed boost, and we know Regieleki's faster anyway. So it looks like that will be game 3, and that will mean that match goes to Logan.